Hey, how you doing? Give me a sec here. Boom, boom. He found me. All right. Okay. All right.
Hello.
How you doing, Marty? It's been a minute.
I'm good. How are you?
I don't know if I have feelings anymore, if I'm gonna be honest.
And why is that?
Well, you know, when you've been doing this for 9 months, everything it starts to feel a certain way.
Yeah, well, thank God. Thank God Marty's ready to step in and take reign, right?
I don't know if that gives me confidence.
What? Wait, what?
Well,
you know me well enough. You know I'm a fairly smart person. You know I have no interest in fucking over any party.
Yeah.
But we're good.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean that in any kind of way other than, you know, I know you enough to know that you're not gonna fuck anybody over, right? But I don't know you enough in relation to how fucked things currently are. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you're like, yo, Nino, we're gonna do a bank job, and I'm like, all right, great, I'm driving, but I don't think you've seen me drive before. You know what I mean?
Okay. So how do I show you how I drive? You can ask me anything.
Are you wait? Hold on.
Hold on.
Are you asking me to support you? I guess.
Yes.
Oh.
I think if I run and you're not there, it's a landslide. I think if I run against you, people like to vote for what they know, and a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know me, and if they do, they might think that I'm some idiot because like they don't really know what I've been through and the challenges that I've faced. And you know, like, did you know I studied business? I studied business administration in college. No one knows that. People, my peers know, of course. People that have known me for, you know, my work, my businesses, or, you know, a gang that I used to run years ago, of course they'll know that because they'll see the organization and the things that I put towards it and how I construct it and, you know, lay out a plan and all that. But, you know?
I do. So I'm going to tell you what I'm dealing with. I didn't want to run a third term. Certainly didn't want to run a fourth. In fact, I started getting my law firm up and going with the intention of retiring. The last 9 months have been legislative writing, fighting with the fucking other administrations. It's been egregious. A lot of work. And so Saturday comes around and there's the impeachment hearing with the justices. And that meeting it didn't go well. We had the governor explaining some things and the judiciary, to sum it up, saying we are the only individuals that can save this city. They refuse to look at the penal code. They refuse to admit that they illegally pushed it up. I don't know how familiar you are, but fines have been completely fucked. They wish to continue to run the Bar Association. They have spent a cumulative 20 hours in the city since January, yet they still believe that they have an idea on what is and is not going well.
Who are these people?
Exactly.
Like what are their names?
The justices?
Oh, is one of them Brittany Angel, or is she?
No,
gone?
I got rid of her 6 months ago.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I
I
remember her getting rid of.
But her disciples are currently run the judiciary, so.
And it's still a battle with them.
They are literally, they believe that they want to be they want to be dictators. They stripped it is trash. They don't believe in democracy. This isn't small shit, Marty. This isn't like, oh, Nino's fighting the DOJ just cause. We cannot. They have passed so much shit, and there's no way to reverse it. You get what I'm saying?
There absolutely is a way. Let me tell you what Let me tell you what I would do. Okay. Don't steal my idea. Okay?
I don't tell me if it's too good of an idea. Because what if I'm doing something similar and then you're like, oh my God, Nino's, functionally speaking, if they throw up legislation, the only way to combat it is by an audit, as we've pushed 4 of them. But that audit process can literally take weeks.
Okay. Other than that, I think there is an approach, and
okay,
you need to understand when I'm going into this, I'm freeballing and I'm going off of knowing nothing, and I think that's a good perspective to have. Okay. So do you remember I forgot the mayor's name. You know, the one that would hold public...
Max?
Yes, Max. And he would hold those public meetings where people could suggest what they want for the city.
Yeah, we do that as well.
So if I wanted to... Okay, so like if I was in your position, right? And I wanted to lower the fines and I couldn't because of the justices and they were being fucking pussies, I would have that public meeting, obviously with the intent of hoping that I would have the hope of the city obviously asking, okay, these fines are fucked. I want them reduced, you know? And you say, I agree. And you tell everyone that's there, and now the whole city knows, I agree, but the justices won't let me because the justices are trying to become dictators and I can't do anything about that. And I need your help with that. If you want me to do anything about it, the justices need to be changed. And now there's public pressure. Okay. Because if in politics, from what I understand, a lot of things happen when it needs to happen. And a lot of things need to happen when the public is very upset and it becomes the mainstream thing to be upset about. Does that make sense? So if you direct the
oh my God, he's so
being
fresh
mad about fines and can successfully redirect all of that anger to people being mad at the justices, something will need to change.
Marty, that's already happening, brother.
Well, I'm not upset about the justices.
Oh no, brother. Listen, it's so bad. The only reason that they're not being mag dumped right now is because I've told them not to. I'm not trying to like e-peen here or anything like that, but I'm saying legitimately. People are ready to fucking, what was it? Like fucking July 7th, that shit. July 3rd, that shit.
Is that something that you took as an approach, like what I described?
Yeah, back in November.
Okay, so doesn't that go to show that my ideas are not stupid and they could be similar to yours?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, getting public pressure makes a lot of sense. There's
There's
a lot of legislative hurdles that need to go over. Have you seen the audits we've put up?
No. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah.
I've been a little bit checked out, but and that's because I haven't had anything to tackle. And I feel like I haven't had anything to tackle because I feel like it's hard to get a self sense of importance, right, within the city of Los Santos, and that's something that I want to tackle as well.
I'm gonna give you an offer, and I genuinely believe, just talking to you, that you want to do what's right for San Andreas. It's the very reason I am hurting myself, and not in like a weird way, but like, listen, if I had an option, there are other things I would love to be doing. Like, you know, watching those cartoons where like a fucking fuck goes around harassing the cops and shooting them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
But I am genuinely scared after that Saturday meeting. And I continue to get phone calls that say, you have to do this. People, 4 gangs, make it 5 gangs, have literally been demolished. I just heard about fucking Mana today. Apparently they're not going to be around. That's a fucking 25-person squad. It's, you know, the fucking warden, just to make a point to the governor to show that they have authority or like they can control it. The DOJ made a vote while the governor was here to get rid of Gary. Gary found out from a lifer that he lost his job. Fucking Jana Pierce, a democratically elected magistrate, has got 0 training. They fucking bully the fuck out of her, and then they go and try to impeach her yesterday. spend more time like destroying people than helping them.
Yeah.
And so at the end of it, Grayson decided to step down and support me. I was going to be running up until Tuesday night.
Yeah, I saw that he withdrew his application.
This fight is hard. It's long. It's legislative. We're talking hundreds of pages of documents. I'm not even kidding. I want to see you succeed. But that fight cannot start day one where it's going to take weeks for you to come up to speed. I think I'm going to offer you a position of deputy mayor. And I can swear to you, Marty, that I will train the fuck out of you and have you prepared to succeed. And I say that because if you are genuine with your desires, follow me to every room. Give your opinion. Fight your opinion against me. And see what's happening behind those closed doors.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the idea, and when I speak about this further, please don't take any of this as any sort of offense.
No,
okay?
I don't get offended easily.
I think in terms of the people, I think if they saw Marty Banks as mayor, it would give a shift change to people's attitude and potentially even uplift a good majority of the city, because they know, or that at least they think things will be more exciting. Okay. I want you to. I'm gonna let you know now. The way I've been campaigning is I tell them the city is boring. I'm going to try to make it fun, and that's what I want to do. Okay. And they might not agree. They might not agree out loud for PR's sake or whatever the fuck. They don't wanna. You know, they might think someone's fucking listening to their phone calls. I don't give a fuck why they won't agree out loud, but they know it. To be the truth. Okay. And I want to bring that excitement to people. So, please don't take this as disrespect. It's an offer that I wanted to give you, but I was too shy to do it because, like, I don't want to disrespect your name whatsoever.
Yeah.
I want to be mayor and have you be deputy mayor. And as I learn, I will take your judgment and your guidance as word until I can feel confident. I'm a very fast learner.
I wish this conversation happened sooner, and it would have been something I could consider. But I've already.
I was in the ICU, so I couldn't. 2 weeks ago, I was planning to run for mayor and start doing this whole candidate thing and speak with you 2 weeks ago, and then I went to the ICU and I just got out yesterday. So.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The thing is, I've promised too many people at this point, and it's there's been a 48-hour. Actually, it's been 72-hour conversation of people getting me effectively back out of bed, right? And between Grayson stepping down, there's a promise there. There's a promise with others whose names I can't mention, because I don't want to put them out like that. Yeah. Where, I've already given my promise. So if I end up stepping back, it's gonna, I can't do that to him. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
Listen, I agree with your principles. I do, because the city needs that. The city needs a mayor that's not Nino. A city where, like, a mayor can come in and they're bringing their flavor to the city. But as of right now, even when I tried, that was my first term. It was like, fucking, I want to bring air in. I want to get the court center going. Da, 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 da. Every fucking step of the way, the DOJ steps in and delays shit because they know they can do it. They come in and do such fucking egregious shit, and the people hate it. The amount of times that they've, listen, they have money on their heads, but when they don't show up and they just push something and you can't do anything, that's why the legislative reform is needed, like serious, deep legislative reform. And unfortunate reality is, only a mayor can do that. You know what I mean?
So there's no way to convince you to drop? No way? Like, you are full on committed to this?
As of this morning, yes. I've too many promises at this point.
Okay, well, good luck to you, because I can't drop. I need to try.
Yeah. Hey. No, yeah. Look, I think a battle is going to be interesting. I think it'll be fun.
I've never campaigned before, so I don't think I'm going to win, but I'll try.
Marty, regardless of what happens, that office still stands. And I say this in the sense that one of my biggest fears is whoever goes into office, they destroy. I don't know what your feelings are on Pred, right? You could hate the guy for all I know.
Pred?
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason I bring his name up is I want you to consider what happened to him. He was fucking destroyed. And even though he's a bit of a dumb fuck, I think we can both agree that that guy has a lot of fucking balls. And even he was broken down.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying necessarily it would happen to you, but having seen that, it's why I'm so adamant in making sure that next future mayors are prepared. I want them to see what happens on a day-to-day basis, go through those pains, so that from fucking day one, it's just they're able to cook and not be impeded.
I'm gonna sound ignorant when I say this, but in regards to all that, I am not worried about anyone else. Like anyone else trying to impede with what I want and trying to stop me, and you know, DOJ being a fucking bitch. Like I don't think. Obviously, I'm gonna be annoyed, but I think I will use that annoyance and redirect it into a way of being able to approach it in a different way where I can find a way to succeed. Okay?
That makes sense.
It's gonna sound fucking stupid. But 5 years ago, I had the same problems with OTT and Dex, and I ran them out of the South Side when I ran Gulag Gang. Like, I found my way.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
So I know that sounds like a stupid comparison. But
no, it's not. Yeah. No, I think
being a mayor is like running a business, but it's for a city. Being a gang leader is like running a business, but for a bunch of people in a certain area, right? Like it's all a business. And I don't think I would run into a corner and not be able to get out of it. I don't believe that to be the case. I've never had that problem in my life, and I don't expect that to happen in the foreseeable future.
Let's say
Nino, I am fucking annoying, and if I don't get what I want, I find a way to get what I want, either redirected or in the form of it, to make sure that my brain is satisfied. Because if I can't have it, I freak the fuck out until I have it. That's just how it is for me.
You sound very similar to me, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like you as mayor. I like you as mayor. I just think like
the city does need change. It does.
It needs like it needs a fresh face and a fresh idea. And I think literally just the name Marty Banks alone will give people some sort of excitement and more of an eagerness for.
Why didn't you fucking
around the city?
God, I wish you approached me like 2 weeks ago.
I wanted to, but
you understand? I'm like looking at the docket with like Party Hardy and shit on it. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I was
like you could have even the text you sent me was literally the same wording others have been telling me. Please tell me you're running again. Please tell me you're running again. So I fucking see a thing, and it's like, hey, are you running again? You know what I mean? I'm like, all right. Look, if I end up winning this, please do consider the position I offered. I think it's very, very important. I've said the same to others who are interested as well, is that you got to see what's happening. If you want a glimpse of it, take a look at the docket and take a look at the audit postings. I'll kind of give you a sense.
Okay, I'll take a look after this meeting.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you copy my application, by the way? Like little bits of it?
I used it as a reference, yeah.
All right. I was just wondering, the wording for the title for the penal code was interesting.
Yeah, I took that because I didn't know how else to reword it. I liked your application more than everyone else's. I kind of just looked at it because I've never applied before, right? And so I wanted to see what other people wrote. Yeah. And I liked how you had your main focuses listed out, and your attack on the penal code is something obviously I would want to tackle as well because it's shit.
Absolutely. Listen, ask me anything. What's been going on? Whatever. I'm willing to share. I just want what's best with the city. That's it. And
what's with businesses?
Max approved 9 businesses while he was mayor. Each and every one was for his friends. I'm not even kidding. I have since
Max who?
Max Thoroughbred, the last mayor.
He approved my business. I wasn't his friend.
Well, it was 9 total. Maybe you were an exception. It was Strong Eatery, Confold, Lumber Union, Bonbons, FAP, and it goes all the way down to Cash for Trash. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have since approved maybe 100 businesses. Taking a look at this. The problem with businesses is...
Sorry about that, gents.
There are no business accounts. There are business accounts, but you can't add people to the account. There is construction.
Is there not a way, like, okay, as mayor, can you not bully them into fixing that?
No.
I think I can.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, I want to ask about like limitations of your power. Okay. So an idea I have, and I'm very, 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 very strong on this idea, unless someone were to come to me with a better idea.
Okay.
I think Senior Buns, I think the tuner shop, and I think Mosley's should have an owner. I like the idea that the city has taken, and the senators or whoever the fuck. But at this time, it does not work. At this time, it does not work. It
Agreed.
did, but it no longer works. Can you tackle that as a mayor?
No.
Do
We
you
tried.
think anybody can tackle that as a mayor?
No. Unless you control the chief architect. So, how do I put
The
this?
chief architect.
Governor Coyle? K-Oil? Sorry.
Yeah, I think I can bully him.
Okay. Listen. So I'll give you, I'm going to go into more detail, right? Let's say you wanted to run the tuna shop. There would need to be a way to actually give that position to somebody. Because otherwise, someone would say, hey, I'm the owner. And
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like there would need to be an actual... There's no locks on any fucking doors, right? We would need to get a locksmith to put in locks and give those keys to somebody.
Correct.
I really understand. And I believe...
As of right now, a business is literally just a bank account. And I will say that the governor, the chief architect, let's call it, does have a document with all our requested changes.
And
it's
has
been
the
there.
As the chief architect...
Listen, I think you and I should probably talk about this somewhere else at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Some of these questions, I don't want to put too much out there because obviously I have some answers, but, you know, I don't want to...
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my question is...
I think a lot of resources are being put into a potential bomb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that, and I'm a little aware. Right?
Yeah.
But my question is, have any of requests to the chief architect at all been processed or no?
No, given what I just said. Project 2025/2026 are, where a lot of resources are going. Some have. We've got the air shit up and going. There's
I think ports is a big one, right? That, and I
Ports?
think the shit that they gave the lifers up there, I think to my knowledge, is the only thing that has really been sorted out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a list on me, but I've also had ideas where very small things would need to be adjusted in terms to like be able to, properly delegate them as a mayor. So I have a bunch of things that I could, like I said, right? If I can't get what I want, I can find a way to have a form of it to get what I want. So
okay.
Can you pick all that shit up?
Oh shit, mama. Wait, where'd it go? Just down there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I have a way of dumbing down requests that may seem complicated into making them easy because I have familiarity with how that process can be. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Might not
no,
make
100%.
sense, but I don't want to like
Yeah.
be too literal.
I think there's, I'm with you on that. So yeah, that's kind of the state of businesses. It's just very surface level things. More in-depth things have been sort of put forward. However, like I said, limited resources on construction. So
Yeah, I understand.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
Okay.
I'm not worried. I know I wouldn't be able to get everything that I would want, but I know that there would be an approach for at least me to be satisfied to give to the people. And like I say that confidently.
Okay. All right. What else kind of ask anything like broadly? Are you curious about what's going on with penal shit?
Well, yeah. Well, didn't you say that you were you every time you try to adjust it, the DOJ fucks you?
No. So we can move the slider, right? But the slider only has 50. So here's a history.
Every time you change the slider, they readjust it so your slider is ineffective?
No. The slider is defunct. And I'll explain it like this. Back in October, which is the big fight that led to the old director fucking off. She left her position, etc., etc. What had happened was she did not believe that we could move the slider. I knew we could because the governor told me. That fight occurred. Shortly thereafterwards, the DOJ got together from December or something along those lines, and they reviewed the penal code. We were aware they were reviewing it and they wanted to make some adjustments, but understandably, we assumed that we were going to see it first. Why? It is against the law. It is illegal for them to make penal code changes without legislation, right? You need to legislate the changes, legislate new charges. But on February 4th, we had a meeting and they're like, hey guys, we're going to change some things and we'll give you a copy. They never gave us a copy. Instead, we walk in and they fucking just changed it. Mass change 150 charges. Some of the charges went up 10x. And they added another 10 to 15 new charges. And we're like, what the fuck? You can't do that. And they were just like, non-existent. You can't reach them. They're not giving answers. At the governor meeting, they claimed they spent 3 weeks working on it. We were like, who'd you talk to? Because the people had no involvement. They said, oh, we talked to folks. The clerks were involved. The police were involved. And some random people that we don't even know who it is were involved. I asked for a document. They didn't provide a document. They're like, I don't know where it is. Fucking dumb shit. I get a copy from Turner. The extent of what they did is cops going into a document and being like, we need a charge for EMP guns, and they just add it 3 hours later. So, hence the full audit for the whole thing. So we have to pretty much go to court and attack the DOJ in order to reverse it, and then actually write penal charges and redo the entire fucking bullshit in that legislation tab in order to fix it all.
These guys suck.
Yeah. Well, the next day we made 20 pages of legislative audits and posted them all up. So that's what you'll see on there. So
I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah.
Okay, and well, I see those people's names on there. Like, I want to know who these people are specifically.
The justices?
Yeah.
It's Justice Hart, Weiss was a dumb fuck. Weiss doesn't exist. Sorry, Hart doesn't exist. She had fucking Christmas gear on during the governor meeting. Weiss is a complete gaslighter who says one thing 1 second and literally 30 seconds later will say something else. He's a fucking rat. You then had Faulkner, who is actually a good guy, wants best for things, but he's like the puppy. You know what I mean? So he's going to do what mommy and daddy say.
Very impressionable, right?
Yes. And then there's McNee, who also is a very nice guy, but he has zero backbone. Like,
yeah. So I think this goes along with what I was saying in terms of like having a fresh face. I think those people would be a little shell shocked to see me yelling at them, because I think you speak in a
because they're not going to show up to the meeting. Way.
I know, but they're going to show up to that fucking meeting.
How are you going to make them fly
in? And when I'm telling you, they're going to fucking fly in. And when they don't see Nino, they see Marty Banks telling them to shut their stupid fucking mouths and listen to me before I freak the fuck out. And they're not seeing me in a suit fucking all nice and dandy to them. I think they're going to be a little shell shocked. Okay?
Oh,
you might think I'm ignorant. You might think I'm ignorant, but I don't give a fuck.
Hold up. Hold on. You think oh, brother, I am nasty when I need to be. Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me. I got You don't believe me?
No, I said I kind of believe you.
Oh, yeah. I don't give a fuck. If you're a piece of shit like these people, right, I will fucking call them out on it. This entire city is important to me. This is important to you. And when I see people being treated like dirt by individuals that just want like a nice little fresh... Listen, these motherfuckers are only in this position because they got, Justice Weiss at DOJ.gov. You know what I mean? That's it. That's what they are to me.
Yeah.
They want that fucking like little fucking thing. So every time they fly in, people fucking want to suck their dick. No, suck my dick. You work for us, the people of San Andreas. And if you don't believe it, we're going to show you. It's that simple. You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, I'm with you.
Hey.
I'm with you. I mean, I think we have more or less the same ideas in terms of approach on this stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why you should drop and
I made too many promises, brother.
Let's go speak to all those promises and figure it out.
It's too late.
It's not too late. We have 2 days before this.
I wish it was, but Marty, this is the equivalent. I want you to understand that these promises are not like a one-day thing, right? It's like this is me saying to people that have put their trust in me for months, right? And for me to say, hey, go back, Marty. You know what I mean? Now, while I do believe that you've got like I genuinely think that you have like the heart in the right place. You're asking me to, what's the word? What the fucking word? Endorse you based on, what's a 20-minute conversation in the last like 9 months.
Right. But it's not that black and white, right? Like if I would want you as deputy mayor, and like I said, I would take your guidance and take your word for what's right from wrong, and
Let me give you an alternative.
All of that. So,
can I give you an alternative?
Okay.
Why don't you run for Blaine County?
Blaine County.
It doesn't matter. It's the same shit on paper. It literally is the same shit.
Like you want the opportunity to be in the room with those justices, you'll get that as Blaine County mayor.
And state legislation requires both signatures. That is literally the power move. You come in.
Yeah, but the campaigning isn't even for a while, is it?
No. What do you mean? Campaigning's been all week.
No, I thought the application's closed for it.
Yes, because as soon as no. Applications closed Saturday at 2 p.m.
What?
Yes.
Let me take a gander at this.
Do you want to know who's running for Blaine? Would that help you make your decision?
Princess Elena and Eugene Zuckerberg?
Wait, did Eugene?
Princess?
I don't think Eugene put up.
No, Eugene hasn't put up. You got Duncan Fenwell, who's a BCSO officer, right, Nino?
Correct.
And you got Tony Long, who's in the cabinet.
Wait a minute. You don't even know. Fucking DOJ literally does what BCSO want. Brother, you take that seat, you have an equal signature. It doesn't matter how big the city is.
Don't I have to live in Blaine County and shit?
No.
And everything I handle is over there?
No. That's why I push the electoral changes. Everyone votes for both mayors. You would instantly win.
Can I run for both at the same time?
You can't. We changed that. Because otherwise, we changed it because I knew I could win both.
So
and that was bad.
So, are you bullshitting me? So the way you're explaining it, it's like there's two mayors basically. There's two mayors at the same time.
There's always been two mayors.
Yeah, but we work together like hand in hand.
Yes, like I've been doing with Princess.
That's just way better.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Become the mayor of Blaine County, and let's fuck shit up. Because I'm gonna be real with you, I'm having to put Tony up there. Princess have got a line, but Princess has got more teeth than all of them. I think Princess is gonna end up losing to Tony. I need a mayor that I need a partner that has the bite I do, because I've been bearing the weight on my shoulders for 9 months. We could literally change everything.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. You convinced me. And if you played me like a fiddle, all good. Good shit.
Listen, if I played you like a fiddle, hold me fucking accountable. Nino Chavez is a man of his word. I don't lie to people. That's why people put their trust in me.
Can I still make announcements like you do on the
yes.
thing? All right, I'm in.
Okay.
I
Holy
applied
fucking
for
shit.
BCSO.
This
right,
is gonna be the best fucking partnership ever.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
I thought Princess Elena became mayor like 3 weeks ago.
Is it interim mayorship?
Oh my! It was. Oh, that's what I was confused about, and I thought.
Yes.
And we were wondering. I remember I had this conversation, and we were wondering if it was going to be, like a continuance, like they were going to go on to serve like a full term and that rest of it, because it was so close to the next candidacy or whatever.
Let me give you the real tea.
Right, cool.
Vincent Ventura has been getting money and funding members of the justices in order to get everything that he wants. They've been running like the troopers, except they're not. They're the main. I'm going to send you the document with the penal code. You will see that every fucking comment in there is coming from the same handful of individuals, which has turned us into not a police state, but a military state. Now, and I would recommend having a conversation with Flippy, Forehead, you name it, and ask him who's been the most egregious. Now, I will say this. I actually fuck with Ventura, but the PD cannot be running the government and cannot have their hand in the justice's ear. You know what I mean?
Fire them.
Yeah. Exactly it. Second thing, do not get, is all your shit clean?
I have not committed a crime in like 3-4 months, and I don't care for crime.
Clean your shit. Make sure you don't have any bad text messages, because day one, Pred got served the warrant. They will attack you immediately, just as they attacked me. 50 Marshall reports, Marty, were written on me in 3 months. I had photographs, drones over my head. They were watching my bank accounts, bank statements. They will make up shit.
Okay. No problem.
Give us a minute, Junior.
Yeah.
If at any point you have any trust issues, let me know. And I'll show you more trust.
No, I trust you.
Yeah.
You've done nothing to steer me wrong. I know we haven't had many encounters, but you seem as genuine as it comes. So
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
Or if I win that one and you win, I mean, obviously you're gonna win Los Santos. And if I win BCS or Blaine County.
Blaine County. Yeah.
Oh my God, bruh.
I can sway everyone to push the vote your way. I'm gonna
Yes, please.
be very cautious on telling people that, because listen, Tony wants me to back him, but today he sounds like he's about to fall over. That's scary. You get what I'm saying?
No. All over in what way? What does that mean?
Well, he's kind of like unsure of himself. That's not good. That means he's not gonna sign. He's not gonna try very difficult. Princess Elena, she's great, but she's got a bit of a cop mind, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get votes coming your way.
Okay. I think I already have a lot of votes coming my way. I'm just worried because she beat Eugene. I'm better than you. I'm better than...
No. Hold on. She won by 1 vote, and Eugene wasn't even in the city campaigning.
Okay, I'm gonna beat her.
Yeah. She's got a lot of... I don't think you understand. She doesn't really have the... You're going to be fighting the, oh God, what's Marty going to do? But I have the biggest voter base. I had more votes in my 3rd term while Hydra wasn't around, while Mana wasn't around, and the besties were barely around. Like, I have the Civ vote. Believe it or not. So,
I believe you. Of course, I believe you.
Yeah.
You win by a fucking landslide every time you run.
Yeah. Holy fucking shit. This is going to be so fucking good, brother.
Of course. Okay, it closes the same time yours does, of course, because you vote for multiple on the ballots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why it went over my head because I forgot about the interim thing. Okay. All right, well, good luck to us, huh?
Yeah. It's going to be a good partnership.
That's right. Hey, do you have any food and drink?
There you go. No drink. All right.
I gotta get something to drink soon.
All right. Hey. Any questions come up, whatever, just give me a call, yeah?
Okay. Okay, of course. Thank you, Nino.
Absolutely.
And
Hey.
if I somehow lose, can I still be your deputy mayor?
Yes.
Okay. All right, deal.
All right.
All right, let's run this fucking city, baby.
Let's fucking do it, baby. All right.
And who's Junior, by the way?
Junior helps with my businesses.
Like, does he have like an official role or anything?
He is not really. I don't do the role thing too much. He helps like motivate people to do business stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, Junior.
Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, I do bits and bobs. I caught the like back end of that. Yeah, just do bits with like a lot of business people. So if you ever, I'd love to work with you if you're running. And, we can do some stuff with Blaine.
Yes, I would love to. Hey, all of Los Santos, not just Blaine. God damn it.
100%.
I would love to tackle everything business-wise.
Oh, okay, I got something for you.
Okay.
Princess Elena, there was $45 million in the Blaine County account when she took office 3 weeks ago. There is now only there was 40 to 45 million in the account. It just got tax payments 3 days ago. All right, so it should be higher, right? No, it's at $13 million.
Ow.
She bought a $8 million property, a $3 million. She's just spending all the money
And giving it and putting it. What is she doing with it?
in her own shit.
She spent the $8 million property and turned it into a castle.
Who?
For herself.
The Blaine County.
No one else can access it?
Maybe her people? I don't know.
I'm going to kill her.
Yeah. Hey, it's good for telling people. Yes.
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 You are stirring the pot on.
She just... Yeah.
Oh,
holy fuck, this is literally going to be perfect.
This is going to be perfect.
This is going to be perfect.
You need to speak to Tony, though. You do, if you're...
No.
No.